If we deal with that small fire and contain it when it's small and put supports around it, it's very easy to deal with. If we wait for that to expand and grow to a large fire, suddenly we have something that's very hard to control that takes a lot of resources to take care of. For youth, there's a lot of different reasons why they become involved in crime. It may be just a whim where they see a phone laying down and they grab it out of impulse. It may be they have to shoplift to eat. The more you introduce youth into the judicial system, the more likely they are to continue to reoffend and become more and more entrenched in that criminal lifestyle, unfortunately. So with our Diversion First program, even though youth is committed a crime, that youth is not being charged. We provide that alternative so that that youth doesn't enter into that system. It's kind of like railway tracks, where you set those tracks differently. So here is that way they're headed towards. So instead, we can divert them off to a different track, put those supports in place so that they can be much more successful going forward.
It's all in how it's done, ensuring that the right support is provided at the right time.
For a lot of youth, they may be missing some of those supports, or there may be things that they absolutely need, such as counseling, such as housing, different components like that. We work with them to identify what those needs are. We connect them then to all of those community supports, and we tailor those supports around what that youth needs.
There's the ability to utilize restorative justice principles in meeting youth where they're at, as well as holding them accountable, and the ability to bring both law enforcement and community together to achieve that with that young person. We received a referral from one of our Beats members. There's a 14-year-old female who had been arrested by store personnel for shoplifting. When they contacted the mother was very upset. It was decided that the Diversion First referral will be made. We arranged a meeting in person with the mother and the youth.
I don't know, my friends at school keep pressuring me into doing things and they keep picking on me.
It was identified that the youth was being bullied at school. We connect them then to all of those community supports, and we tailor those supports around what will make them successful going forward. She had been provided counseling, had been connected to a success coach at the school. The school resource officer kind of advocated for the youth at school around that bullying issue. And we had some opportunities for volunteering, which would in turn help her build a resume, building towards getting a job. So kind of removing a lot of those barriers for the youth, or that driving force behind why they committed that crime, but also the accountability. So for this youth, she did the in-store apology for shoplifting, which is very meaningful, having that face-to-face interaction to see there is a victim of the crime you've committed. But then also we found out that she has a passion for photography. So we made up a personal project, kind of like this is who I am, through a photography project. At the beginning, her confidence was low. She's being bullied, to the end where she had that self-confidence. She showed that she could complete this project. She was very proud.
And then on top of that, the support is provided after the program is complete to ensure that if there is any other supports required, they can reach back out for that support. Between the first time we meet them and 1 to 2 months later when they come back and they're successful, it is very meaningful for me to see that change. We've had several different parents break down and just saying, I've got my kid back. We are Diversion First, and this is who we are.